Hello, INRW 0311. If you are in this course, you are also enrolled in English 1301, and on top of it, you're enrolled in both courses with me. Sometimes it's different instructors, one instructor for 1301, a totally different instructor for INRW 0311, but you all have a little bit more of a benefit, I think. There's nothing wrong with the other structure. It works wonderfully too. But you all have the benefit of working with me for both courses. Then that way I really get to know you all as writers, as communicators, and as students, and you get to know me more as an instructor so that I can kind of see what's going on with you more and more. I get to know my INRW students so much more because I get you for 2 classes instead of 1. It's pretty awesome. So I just want to clarify what INRW is. First of all, you have to be enrolled in 1301 at the same time, the same semester. They go together. INRW, the main goal, I'm going to click our syllabus here, and you can find it by clicking week 1 folder. When you click our syllabus, a lot of it's going to look exactly the same as 1301, so I'm not going to cover each detail of it. But again, just know that I am your instructor for both courses, Renee Maluli. Like I said in the other video, you can call me Miss Maluli or Renee. Either is fine. You can contact me through the same method as 1301. But just a reminder that this is INRW 0311, Integrated Reading and Writing. This is also an online course. And like I said with English 1301, that video, once I establish my office location and time next week, I'll have that updated here on the syllabus. Good news about INRW, it's the exact same textbooks that you use for 1301. So it's not double the amount of textbooks. Awesome with that, right? So I already talked about the textbooks in the previous video, so I'll move forward. If you're confused about what I'm talking about with the previous video, if you go into our English 1301 Blackboard course, there's a video that covers all of that. So I would recommend watching that first, then going into I always recommend starting with 1301 each week and then going into INRW. So it's the same requirements in terms of required materials and technologies, but what I want to cover is this course is paired with your English 1301 course. It has to be taken the same semester. The main goal of INRW is to further assist you in the writing and reading process. The goal is to boost your drafts, boost your essays, your reading, and your overall writing to better prepare you and continue to strengthen you, not only in INRW, but in English 1301 as well. It's important to complete the work for both this course and for English 1301 because they're separate grades. Even though it's the same instructor, you have 2 separate grades by the end of the semester. So it's important that they work together, they help each other out, but by the end of the semester, they're separate grades. So that's very important. But this course is also asynchronous, which means we do not meet for class. Same as 1301, you have weekly deadlines to review and complete in the course. So same objectives, same goals each week, which is awesome. Grading is a little different, but still, you still receive 1,000 points as a perfect score. If you get to 1,000 points by the end of the semester, it's a quote perfect score. But again, same with 1301, each letter grade is 100 points. So you still have a lot of points working your way. The only thing that's different is students in INRW cannot receive a D. That's the only difference by the end of the semester. The work in INRW is slightly different. You don't have essays in this class because the goal is to help your writing with the essays in 1301. So the completion of the 4 1301 essays will grant 100 points each towards the INRW grade. So that's pretty awesome. You don't have added essays for this class. So I just want to make sure we're clear on that. That would be a nightmare, right? Imagine having to do more essays on top of it. No, the goal is to strengthen your writing to better prepare you for 1301 essays. You do have writing activities, though, for INRW as well. So each week you'll have to complete weekly writing exercises, discussions, or grammar activities. They'll change each week, but those will be different activities than 1301. So that's a separate assignment. So you want to pace yourself and allow time for those. So those are up to 200 points total by the end of the semester. You'll do unit reflection journals in this class. So those are 200 points total. There's 5 of those. And then something else that INRW students do is a final portfolio. That's your final exam in this class, and it's 200 points. If your students enrolled in INRW are required to complete this final portfolio because it's a good reflection and collection of all your coursework for both courses throughout the semester. So you'll get guidelines for that as we progress towards the end of the semester. My math should be correct. Yes. Ground total by the end of the semester of these assignments is 1,000 points. So let me know if you need me to clarify that, because I understand if that's confusing about, the grades in this class versus the grades in the other class. But just know that you have certain writing activities and other assignments that are different than 1301 that count towards the INRW grade. So just make sure you keep track, you manage your time well too. Like I said, your essays in this course, they're the same ones. You just get a check mark in this course, 100 points if you did the essay for 1301, 0 if you didn't do it for 1301. Make sure you always check the course calendar for both courses, just because you don't want to miss a deadline. Again, the module folders, the weekly folders, they'll look exactly the same. It's just that the activity at the end might be it'll be different. So just be careful with that. But the folder will be the same, because that would be a nightmare if you had entirely different readings to do for this class. Like I said, this class is there to help you with 1301. But every Monday, that same folder will be there with a different assignment at the end of that folder. So pace yourself, break up the work. You can't complete the work if you wait until the last minute. Again, allow 8 hours per week for this course as well. Treat it, it's a separate course grade, so treat it like that. I won't go over the late work policy for 1301 because that's in the syllabus for that course. But regarding this course, INRW, those weekly activities, unit reflection journals, and final portfolio will not be accepted late. Basically, nothing in this course can be submitted late. Again, like I mentioned in the other video, it's just to keep your head above water and to keep you moving forward. So same with rewrites. I won't go over 1301 rewrites because that's in that syllabus video, but nothing in INRW can be revised. Again, not to punish you, but you have a lot of points coming your way. If, little mishaps happen, it's okay. Hopefully it's not detrimental to the grade, but I want to keep you moving forward each week so that you don't fall behind. Same exact policies. So just make sure if you have any questions, feel free to pause this video or look at the syllabus part of this and review it again. But this was discussed in heavy detail in the 1301 syllabus video. So it's the exact same policies. Communicate with me. That's the best way to have a successful course experience. And then it's the same course withdrawal that hopefully you don't have to withdraw from the course. But if you decide to, just know that you have to drop yourself. You have to submit the drop paperwork. I don't drop students. So just little reminders. Again, same exact policies for respect of others, tech issues, and avoiding plagiarism. So take your time reviewing that, but that was covered in more detail in the 1301 video. We have a course calendar for INRW, exact same week dates, exact same objectives, different readings maybe here and there, but different deadlines, so be careful with that. You don't have anything due in INRW this week, but you have something due in 1301. So have those calendars printed out or saved so that you can constantly check each week and peek into the next week to see what's due. You have a Unit 1 reflection journal for this class for INRW due next week. So just little things like that can be, I understand, overwhelming. So the best way is time management, printing out those syllabi, and maybe even getting a planner and making a note of what's due for what class. But these also have Sunday deadlines. So if you have any questions about this, if you want to spend time with me virtually and meet with me to just dissect the syllabus more, ask me questions about the assignments in more detail, let me know. I'd be more than happy to meet with you and explain it. But the week folders will look pretty much the same. I'll have a little weekly objective introduction for each week. I'll have these in numerical order. It's going to look exactly like that 1301 weekly folder, but just check. You don't have anything due for INRW this week. That's why you don't see an assignment here. But in week 2, you have that unit reflection journal. So you'll see the submission file for that in the week 2 folder. The week 2 folder will be available Monday morning, just like in 1301. Every Monday morning. So check into both courses. Like I said, start with English 1301 first to kind of see what you have to do for the week. Then hop over here, see what you have to do for the week. Grade book, how you keep track of grades here. Message, again, same as 1301 in terms of the layout. I mentioned in the 1301 video, avoid the calendar tab because it causes students to ignore these weekly folders. So go in the order that these files fall down in the weekly folder. And then once I establish my office hours, there will be a link here if you'd like to virtually meet for office hours. So I kind of summarize this shorter for INRW, just because overall similar course expectations. If you do have questions or you're confused about the difference between these courses, about the different assignments, that's when you want to meet with me virtually, and I can break it down and answer questions that you have about it in general or throughout the semester. So I'm looking forward to get to know you all because, like I said, I get that added time with you all, and it's such a wonderful experience because I get to see how students progress in their writing, even more so when they're in INRW and 1301 with me. So it's a really cool experience, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do, and you'll have a great semester.